the legal team, Geek Sensei, Raven, Sam, Mr. Blitzstick. You three, man. Yeah. You man about it.
Don't let your guard down.
We are live, guys. It's Sam, Mr. Blitztech, and today we have got to talk about Ninja Gaiden 4. Team Ninja has been on one for 2025, and for the icing on the cake, they have indeed dropped another banger to end the year with. However, it isn't without some faults, so we're going to deep dive into that with the rest of the game. But first and foremost, I just got to say this out of the boat. The difficulty is warranted. It's a super difficult game, but you are a ninja. You're expected to act like a ninja. You're expected to have reflexes like a ninja. So anyone out there saying this game is too difficult, good. Even though there's difficulty sliders in this game, you can make it a bit easier. You could put up the Master Ninja and have one of the most toughest times imaginable in gaming right about now. I'm actually frustrated at the difficulty, but that has been Ninja Gaiden before Ninja Gaiden and all these other difficult games has come by. So yes, the game's been kicking my ass. I've been going to arenas, I've been going to even just the beginning of the game. I was expecting it to go a bit easy, but no, they make you go through the tutorial where you actually have unlimited health. You can somewhat not die and you're learning the new moves and stuff. But as soon as they set you out into the real world, you'll have to learn real quick. And if you don't, you're going to get stuck. So I'll say the difficulty is somewhat indeed warranted, but that goes down to the gameplay. Team Ninja, as well as Platinum Games, they've give this Ninja Gaiden a whole new fresh coat of paint. It feels like Ninja Gaiden, and at the same time it doesn't. And what I mean by that is it feels a bit more like Bayonetta and Devil May Cry. Obviously, if you know Platinum Games, you know their MO, you know what they're like. So they feel right at home right there. And I hate it when any other game does this. We all have a main character. I want to play as Ryu Hayabusa, but they gave us man like Yakumo. And he's alright. He's cool. He's a new introduction to the character. And I actually kind of like him. I like his new forms. I like his new moves. But games have got to stop doing this. You gave us a main character. You gave us the main game title. And you give us someone else. Metal Gear did this. Devil May Cry actually did this. And it has just got to stop. It's got to stop. I don't like it. It's terrible. It's terrible. Not that I'm saying this game is terrible. This game is good. In the action sequences, in the gameplay, it's bloody, it's gory, the moves are slick, it's fast, it's frantic, it's action-packed. Everything is there, taking off the Ninja Gaiden series. And like I said, the new forms, very welcome here. But you got to be on your 10 toes, man. Got to be on your 10 toes. Reaction time has got to be on 1,000 when you got parry, perfect blocking. All those things in your plethora, you just got to also be 10 moves ahead when it comes to Ninja Gaiden. I'm not joking. I'm honestly not joking. It can get a bit tough out there. But the gameplay is good. Very reactive with the buttons. As soon as you're pressing the buttons, that's it. You're off. So hats off to them getting that quick reaction timeless from the buttons all the way programming into your frantic action self is all A-tier quality. But how have these guys still not figured out the camera? Okay, like I said, because you're a ninja, you're quite fast, you're quite frantic, you're fighting the enemies, but you're also fighting the camera at the same time. I thought we was over this, but we clearly are not. The camera is also a villain in this game, guys. There's been times and times again where I've gone into a place where I'm fighting all the enemies and I just need to see what's going on outside of the screen. Unfortunately, I cannot because I'm also fighting the camera while also trying to fight these enemies, and it's a headache. It's actually a goddamn headache that you have to do this in this day and age. It's actually quite kind of bad. So when you're fighting the camera, you're fighting, trying to see where the enemies are. They're piling up on top of you. They're hacking, they're slashing, trying to get out of the way, but you're in the way, you're getting hurt. You die, you come back, same issue. It's a bit of a mess. It's actually a bit of a mess, and because of that, you need to use your grappling hook as well. Or for me personally, I try to get out of the way when there's too many enemies, because you stay in one place, you try and do like a long combo, they will try and then figure out that, oh, you're still there. All right, I'm going to aim exactly where you are, and then their accuracy is quite high. So you stay there, you are in trouble. So what I tend to do is use the grappling hook to get around the stage, run around, find someone else that's maybe doing some projectiles, that's doing some distant damage, and try and get them. But because you're fighting the camera, the R1 button kind of disappears, and I think that's a bit annoying that you have to see it to interact with it. But at the same time, I kind of understand, because the R1 is also a button for your forms and combo moves and stuff, so you can't press the R1 while trying to not grappling hook, because the game will think you're trying to do another move when you're not, and it's kind of, like I said, all over the place. And because you need to be 10 toes, 5 steps ahead as the master ninja that you are, man, it can get quite a lot. It can get quite a lot. So yes, the gameplay is good, but there's some things lacking in that department. However, getting around, they do split up quite nicely with other rail sequences, I would say, and I would say they're quite welcome, to be honest. I know in other previous Ninja Gaiden games, they'll give you parts where you can platform a little bit, they'll break up with some light fighting, you fight some enemies here and there, nothing too troublesome, then you've been your merry way. But I do like the rail sequences here that they did implement, whether it be on the wind, in the air, on the ground, on the rail. I do like it. And obviously that's got its own degree of difficulty in this. You gotta be basically, like I said, reaction time. They want you pressing buttons within a 1 second sequence, and that's kind of fun as well. I like them. I enjoy them a lot. But those are my usual gripes with this game, to be honest. We want Ryu Hayabusa from the jump, not at the end. He is unlocked eventually, but the fact that he is he's not our main guy when he is our main guy, for me, is a bit of a piss take, but it is what it is. Yakumo is cool. Well, if we get Yakumo, I would like to see other returning characters, and if we are getting Yakumo, I would like to see new characters from the Raven clan as well, because that would be pretty sick, since we've had, I think it's Momo and the other girls from the Dead or Alive series. So if they can return, as well as, like I say, new people from Yakumo's clan, or other people from the Team Ninja universe at this point. I know you guys are trying to do like a everyone's in the same universe kind of thing, with Dead or Alive and Rising and Ronin, and now this. And also you guys did Ragebound earlier in the year as well. So that'd be pretty cool if we continuously expand the universe, have new characters jump in, have obviously new moves, boss rushes, all this kind of thing. But as a base game right about now, the game is pretty legit. It is pretty solid. And this is what brings me to how to recommend this game. It is actually quite tough because of how difficult it is. I don't know if I can recommend it to someone who isn't adverse at difficult games. So if you play From Software games, you're going to be alright with this. You're going to be alright with the level of frustration this game comes with. And like I said, it is actually quite frustrating. Sometimes you're just at the cusp of winning. Sometimes you go straight into a battle and you die. It's never here or there, but you know you're going to die a lot. I don't know if I can recommend to someone new to that. If they like a nice, calm experience, I don't want to truck in their controller. Which is kind of weird, because it feels like this is a new kind of spin on Ninja Gaiden. Like I said, they introduced a new character. Ryu Boost is at the end. Platinum Games has somewhat changed the formula of what a Ninja Gaiden game feels like, but at the same time feels very, very familiar. So I would have to give this game like a 3.5, if I'm honest. I'm trying to give it a 4 because, oh my god, like, yeah, it's so satisfying dispatching your enemies, obliterating them, just turning them into mincemeat. But at the other end of the things, there's not much of the game that it gives, to be honest. Not much. That's what I'm saying, just on the gameplay scale. And it's not as terrible as the other Ninja Gaiden game that I won't talk about to do with zombies and stuff. That one was quite terrible. I'm not sure it was made by the same team. I think it's Yaiba. Wasn't made by Team Ninja, so that makes a lot of sense. That one I didn't like too tough. This one is a step above that, but at the same time, it's tough, man. It's tough. But I do enjoy the game. I do actually do like that. We are somewhat in return to form with Ninja Gaiden. The game is dope. It's like a weak 4, so it's like a 3.5 basically. I'm just trying to be nice at this point. But guys, let me know in the comments down below what you think of Ninja Gaiden, if you're going to get it, if you've seen the gameplay, how are you feeling about it, and I guess I'll see you on the next video. Peace.